I'll be your light. If it gets too tight, I'll be your light. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And yes, I will. Hey, everybody. It is Monday. Monday. And you know what that means? It means it's time for us to get into what? Mindset Monday. That's what's up. That's what's up. You all, I have to tell you, in all honesty, this Mindset Monday, your girl is doing the most. Doing the most. And when I say doing the most, I can't even explain to you what the most is right now, but I am doing the most. But just keep your sister lifted. She'll be all right. She will be all right. I'm excited, actually. I've missed you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope everything has been going well. I hope that you all are. I'm excited. Yep, there you go. Okay, so your girl's on Instagram. And let me just say, it's been a little bit of a interestingness with the whole interface. Those of you who are in my content class, you all will get to laugh at me. But your girl is up. Your girl's up. Your girl is up and live. So there we go. I have some exciting news to share with you because IG, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, we've got giveaways. What? It's giveaways. Yes, it is giveaways. Giveaway time. We're giving away on the show. Good morning, Pam. Good to see you. Hello to you, sunshine. Michael. I hope you were singing, Michael, when the open was playing, because I know you will join me in sharing in the, celebration of it. I love that song. Y'all better hope I don't just throw the open back up for any reason, just because I'm feeling it today. Good morning, Pamela Gill. Hey, Tamara. Hey, now Facebook user with the sunshine, there's a setting they now make you do that says, can we show your name and photo? Which is a good protective measure, but I won't be able to know who you are if you didn't do that. Leola Matthews, hello. She's waving to all of us in the empowerment team. Yeah, I knew you were singing, Michael. I knew it. I could feel it in my spirit. Periscope, what's up over here? I see you, Reverend Wingo. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Monique, Angela, good morning. Kenny, hello, brother. Good to see you. You were singing. I love it. I love it when y'all would go with me. So here's what's funny. Good morning, Candace. So here's what's funny. The giveaways are going to include everything that's fun to me. I don't want y'all to see that. I got Instagram. They can kind of see behind the scenes. I don't want them to see everything. Can't see everything. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Don't want you to see everything behind the curtain. So the giveaways are From Dream to Reality, Navigating the Path of Your Life Purpose. This is an awesome action guide. If you already have it, guess what? You can share, because there are other people that might need help leveling up, getting to their next level, right? So we want to do that. They're great tools. They're great gifts. And you can do your own study groups. Have you ever thought about that? You can be the light leading people into their purpose. So let's do this. Who gets to be a part of the game? Anybody, even replayers. Listen, replay viewers, do me a favor. There used to be a time I could go back and I'd get notifications. So-and-so wrote on your stream and this and that, and I could go back and track you all. It's getting harder to track you all because more and more replayers are on. So yay, I love that. But it's hard to find you sometimes. So I'm going to take a nod from my girl, Monique. Just hashtag replay in the comments, and then that way when I'm scrolling through, I can see that you are a replayer. Also, give me a star emoji before your comments, at least one of them. If this is your first time on with me, I love to just love on you for joining us for the first time. And or if you're somebody who hasn't been on in a while, just put a little star before one of your comments so I know that that is you. All right, so giveaways. Top sharers. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to increase our community by bringing more hearts and minds into the room. So if you do that and you're a top sharer, go back and track that, then I got some books with your name on them. What else? You might be a top influencer engager, which means that you are active in the community, you are active in the Empowerment Tribe Facebook group, you are trying to use your light to share with others, to help others. Not that you're necessarily trying to insert yourself in ways that people don't want. No, bush, what do you call it when you ambush? No ambush coaching people, but when you're doing it in healthy ways, okay? That's another way that you can share. Candace says the book was amazing. And Candace is also in the online Udemy class based on the book. So you get a whole bunch of me teaching you through the coursework. So glad for that. Hey, Savalas, good morning, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you all over on the gram, too. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, AW Bush One? What's happening? Hey, Dr. Jen. So already, for the giveaways, you're either a top influencer or sharer. And here's the last thing. Because, your girl likes to have fun. And I just feel that injecting fun into your life is a must. It's a choice, really, you have to make to have fun and silliness in your life. And so you love the song too, Tamara? Great. So here, y'all are going to crack up at me. And I'm sorry, IG, that you can't see this, but maybe it's for your own protection. I am going to share books and giveaways with those who send me, hey, A.W. Bush, who send me videos of them dancing to either the opens or the countdown, because somebody said it sounded like something off the BET award show. So if you will share videos of you dancing, you too can get, yes, A. Okay, that's what you get. If you'll share videos of you dancing to the open or the BET countdown open, you like that? Then you too will get a book. Me dancing, yes, send it to me. Get it, girl, absolutely. Absolutely, no shame in my game, no shame. All right, let's get to the meat, because y'all didn't come to see me dance, or did you? Did you? Did you come to see me dance? Probably not. Let's get to the topic for today. Your inner critic. Yes, Monique, if I had a dress that looked like that, I would absolutely have put it on. I don't know why you're face planting yourself, girl. You know I was getting it. Hey, Dr. Jen. So let's talk about our inner critic today. All right. our inner critic. That voice is loud. And what I want you to do, just to make this fun, because listen, sometimes talking about this stuff can get a little bit, I don't know, you take it too seriously, and then I'm going to have to fuss at you for taking it way too seriously. So I want you to nickname your inner critic right now. It could be Know-It-All Nancy. It could be Just Give Me a Break, Jeanette. Whatever but I need you to name your inner critic. Just so when we address it, because there's exercise, if those of you who are connected to me and you are in the Empowerment Tribe Facebook group, you saw the downloadable that I put in there for you all. So you need to check that out. Those of you who aren't a part, it's easy. Just go to the Facebook group and facebook.com/groups. Hey, Miss Tanya, /Empowerment Tribe. Thanks for joining, Miss Tanya. Okay, so you can go to that groups, facebook.com/groups/Empowerment Tribes, and you get a downloadable for today's exercise. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's all you got to do. We're talking about our inner critic today. Okay, that's easy. I already have a name for her. It's Sylvia. There you go. Who else? I need you to name your inner critic. Your inner critic is that voice that always has something negative to say when you're trying something new, when you're trying to do something different, when you're trying to, change your behavior or level up your game. You know how it is. Inner critic shows up. This is not working out for y'all, IG. I'm trying to get y'all closer to this, but I'm going to leave it alone. So what names? Oh, I see you, Pamela. Ella. Okay. Who else? Name your inner critic. The reason you do this is because you're taking away that power. So when your inner critic shows up, you can just go, look, Ella, listen, Linda, listen, Linda, right? So name your inner critic. George. I like it because it's like, George, really? Really, George? Okay, Monique's naming hers Shamika. Shamika, really? This is good. You're doing good. Just go with me. I know it sounds crazy, but there's a psychological benefit to this. So name your inner critic. Name him. Name him. Okay, come on, IG. Name your inner critic. What's your inner critic's name? Clyde. Come on, brother. I like that. Because Clyde sounds like he's sneaky. Like he just tried to slide them little Clyde. There you go. Leola says Joy. Wow, you gave your inner critic a really good name. Joy. Here comes Pamela Gill. Untrusting Patsy. Untrusting Patsy. Good names. I keep dropping. Y'all can't hear me? What do you mean by dropping? Tell me what's up. Tell me what's happening. What do you mean? Be specific. Yeah, that. Be specific. Be specific. Okay. All right. So here's the deal about our inner critic. It's tied to automatic thinking. It's tied to our automatic thinking. Those are thoughts and beliefs that we hold about ourselves and the world. Okay. There's a study that I looked up from Sofla and David, came out in 2017. And they were talking about the impact of automatic thinking. This is our surface level stream of consciousness. Surface level stream of consciousness. Think about this. When you get ready to do something and then, that negative thought just floats through your mind, you're like, where did that come from? I don't even know where that came from, right? They appear out of nowhere. They can show up in the form of descriptions. They can show up in the form of inferences. There's something that you had to switch over. Facebook keeps dropping. Okay, no worries. Glad to have you, whatever platform y'all are jumping on. Situation-specific evaluations, like, I can't believe you're trying that again. You never make that work. Every time you try to blah, 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 that never works. That kind of stuff. So you have to understand it's automatic thinking, right? And they can't really be controlled by you You can combat them, but sometimes it's hard to control them from popping up. They're not really controlled by outside forces, outside people. They're more of like a reflex reaction based on all the beliefs that we have about ourselves through our experiences and what we've, entertained growing up, what we've seen, what we've experienced, what we've heard from other people. But you can indirectly control them by challenging them. And that's why I want you to have a name, because it's so much easier to challenge somebody when you give them a name, right? Untrusting Patsy, right? Clyde, right? It's easier to combat something when you give it a name. All right, so I want to show you some examples of some automatic thoughts, and this will help you kind of put a little more layer into it. Facebook user says Sky. Okay, we're going to call yours Sky. Candace says, I have two names actually. Depends on the day and situation. Sylvia and Lily May. Lily May. See how you, Lily May. You instantly, Lily May. Okay, well, let's get all of our names together and let's look at some of the ways that those automatic thoughts show up. That would be you. Okay. Tell me if you've ever had any of these happen. Coming from positivepsychology.com. I feel like I'm up against the world. I'm no good. I can't get things together. All you got to do is say, yep, if that's you, right? Because I know we have all at some point or another entertain these thoughts in our head. Why can't I ever succeed? Why can't I ever get it together? I know you love the faces. I know you love them. Pam says sometimes. I hate myself. That's a strong one, but it is one that will come up in our mind. No one understands me. Wish I could just disappear. Not saying you get all of these all the time. Depending on your experiences, your inner critic is going to sound different. Why am I so weak? I wish I were a better person. My life is a mess. I'm a failure. I'm a loser. My life's not going the way I want it to go. Right? I'll never make it. I feel so helpless. Yes. I don't know which ones, but you can relate. Nothing feels good anymore. Something has to change. There must be something wrong with me. I can't get started. What's wrong with me? It's just not worth it. I wish I were anywhere else. I can't finish anything, right? These are just a few. These are just a few, right? But it's important to grab them when you start experiencing them. Right? It's important to grab these automatic thoughts as soon as you start experiencing them. And you're going to challenge them. You're going to challenge them. The first way you're going to challenge them is you're going to say, is this thought helpful? Is this thought helping me? Right? Now you understand why I had the sheet for you all. Is this thought helpful? Hey, Shay Shay. The second way you're going to challenge negative automatic talk is ask yourself, are my thoughts based on facts or are these just my opinions? So when you say things to yourself like, I'm not good at this or my life is a mess, is that based on facts or is that just emotions coming out of something you're dealing with right now? Right? You have to challenge these. Third way you're going to challenge them. What other reasons could explain what has happened? So maybe you failed at something, or maybe you had a mistake or a misstep. You're going to ask yourself, okay, is my whole life a mess? Or is there a reason that this happened in this situation? Right? Because you don't want to stack it. Hey, lady, you don't want to stack it like one mistake. Now your whole life is a mess. No. Right? Number 4, what evidence do I have that what I'm thinking is even true? Right? If you say my future is bleak, what evidence do you have that that's true? I'm not good at anything. What evidence do you have that's true? Because you're probably only focused, like our mindset and psyche is geared to, on the threats and things that are wrong. our mindsets naturally focus on that stuff because that's the stuff that could be a threat to your, or, cause hurt, harm, or danger. So your fight or flight and your natural instinct is to fix what's wrong. But that doesn't mean you don't have good stuff going on in your life, right? So you want to make sure that when you are entertaining these automatic thoughts that pop up, that you're not letting them take root and marinate in a way that you move them from feeling into being a fact. Feeling and fact, two different things, right? Here's a great question I love. What would a friend think about this? What would your friend say to you about this? Because that's the outside perspective that we often need to help us not be so hard on ourselves. Because we are hard on ourselves. We are hard on ourselves. We are hard on ourselves, right? We don't want to be hard on ourselves. All right. So the next thing you can do is challenge in this way. Number 6, if I look at this situation positively, how is it different? How is it different if I look at this? How is it different? Right? If I give it a positive filter, can you get more out of what has happened? Next one. Will this matter a year from now or 5 years from now? You got to think about that because a lot of times the things that we're acting like are a big deal, they're not even going to matter in the next 5 minutes. But in this moment, we are making it the most, right? So you have to ask yourself, will this matter a year from now or 5 years from now? Really? 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 Okay. Hey, what's up, Gary? Good to see you. So here's the deal. Now I want everybody, IG, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, to engage in the exercise for today, right? Engage in the exercise for today. I see you sometimes, fam. Monique says, I like the question, what would a friend think? Absolutely, because what would a friend think gives you that outside perspective. Neil says, we are our worst enemy. You all who follow me and know, and if you've read the book, I tell you the biggest enemy sometimes is inner me. Your biggest enemy sometimes is inner me. So that's what we're dealing with today. Now, we have already, for those of you who just joined us, we've already named our inner critic because we're taking the power back. Everybody has automatic thinking. I just showed you the psychology behind it. It's something that just happens, right? Pam says, I'm definitely my own worst enemy. It's something that just happens, but you can grab it and retrain yourself, undo the doing. And so when those thoughts come up, you can grab hold of them and replace them. And that's what we're going to do in the exercise today. But what I need for you to do first is, hey, Reshaped Kimberly, what's up, girl? What I need you to do first is if you haven't named your inner critic, type in the she's back. Don't know what that was about, but I'm back, y'all. So first we named our inner critic. All right. And so we've got some great names. Maggie Tammy. That's our inner Cletus. Untrusting Patsy. Clyde. Joy. George. Shamika. Ella. Sylvia. All right. Thanks for the flowers, girl. All right. These are some of the names from our inner critics. Sky. Lily Mae. Jessica. Okay. All right. IG. Name your inner critic. Come on, type it in. Y'all don't get to sit and eat for free. Come on, type in the name of your inner critic. All right. Now that we have your name, what are some of the things, some of the negative things that pop up in your mind? What are some of those things that you have to combat from time to time? I gave you a look at some of these negative thoughts that are often used or said, or, all right. What are some of the ones that you can relate to? Have you ever told yourself you're a failure or you're no good at something? Has that negative inner critic ever told you that your life is a mess? Has your inner critic ever said, I'm no good at this, and maybe you've only tried it once, right? Any of these things? Oh, I see you. June is his inner critic's name. I got you. Have you ever thought, I'm a failure? My life's a mess. Have you ever thought something has to change? Oops. Have you ever thought, oh, I just lost her. Have you ever thought anything negative? So-and-so does this so much better than me. Neil says, what happens when you fail? I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you asking me what happens when you fail at addressing your inner critic? You're going to have to give me, I'm not sure what the question is, but help me out. Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Right? I'm trying to get back to our sheet. What are those things that you say to yourself? I'll tell you that my inner critic speaks to me all the time because I'm a recovered perfectionist. And the thing that always creeps up in my mind is, you should be doing more. Why aren't you doing more? You could be doing more. Why aren't you doing more? And it sounds just like that. You all together, like, why aren't you doing more? You could be doing more. I don't understand. Why aren't you doing more? Right? So you all have to identify what your inner critic is telling you. All right, here we go. Chat room. Oh, Janae. I like Shanae. Yes, Donna. That's a great name for the inner critic. Shanae. Pam says, if something is that good for me, Pam wants to go forward, but Ella talks me out of it. Yeah, that's that belief that you don't deserve something good. That's a situational thing. And yes, Ella, inner critic Ella will say, girl, you know, you don't deserve that. Or you know, however it shows up. But that's a good one. Thanks for sharing. Angela says she can relate. Monique says, I'm a failure. I'm never going to get anywhere. I can't do this. Comes up very often. There you go. And this is, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with admitting what inner critic is saying, because that just shows me that you are disassociated from believing that it's a fact. That's not a fact. Monique can say what her inner critic tells her because she knows that's not truth. If you're having a hard time with this, we need to do some work, because you're believing that as facts instead of feeling, right? Neil says you'll never amount to anything. Tell inner critic to hush up. What's his name? Tell him to hush up. Michael says you can get back up and try again. Yes, you can, but your inner critic will tell you you can't. And for us to be able to shut up the inner critic, you have to be able to identify what the inner critic is often speaking to you, right? Daryl says, you tore up from the floor up. There you go. Got to address him. Jennifer says, your life's a mess. You're all over the place. Not truth. Fiction. Fiction. You guys are doing great. When attempting to do something, that question comes to mind. Oh, I got it. That you'll never amount to anything when you're trying to. Okay, that's what your inner critic says. Got you. Got you, got you, got you. Candace's inner critic says, what's wrong with you? Right? We're going to do an exercise to combat all this. So it's important that you put something in so you have something to address. IG, I see y'all. Don't think that just because y'all on this side, I'm seeing y'all. What does your inner critic say to you? You have to say it. It's not truth, but you have to admit it so we can combat it. Knock it out the box. Okay? Monique says, oh, well, yeah, Tamara says yes, yes. Monique says some thoughts over that feeling of not doing enough. Yep. Pam says I have to say out loud sometimes for it to shut up. Absolutely. That's right. Tell George to shut up. All right. Candace says Sylvia would say, girl, what's wrong with you? Lily Mae would look at you, will make you look at your outside beauty. Got you. That's another way the inner critic shows up, right? Candace is talking about when you're judging yourself on aesthetic things. Tammy says, Naggy Tammy told me I wouldn't succeed in college, and now I'm on the dean's list. Look at that. Naggy Tammy. That's a good name for your inner critic. Michael's inner critic says, what's the matter with me? Good one. Y'all are doing the work. I'm telling you. Donna's inner critic says, you won't be successful. That's a lot. That's an accusation always, right? Leola says, I wake up feeling joyous, and then inner me says, not today. What not today? Let me tell you something. You all are doing good. I don't know who's pinging me, but you all are doing good. That's what's important, is that you're able to claim it. Because if you can't identify the inner critic, how do you fight an enemy that you don't know exists, right? You got to identify the enemy so that when you get to that place where you're like, okay, listen, we got to change this around. What I call it, undoing the doing, right? When we get to that space, then what you have to do is you have to come hard. Just as hard as your inner critic comes for you. Reshape Kimberly said, my inner critic says, go ahead and type it in for me. Now I want to show you what we're going to replace it with, right? Because you saw those things that the inner critic can show up saying, but we're going to replace that. Leola says she wakes up feeling good, and then her inner critic, starts trying to mess with her feelings, try to get her in her feeling. Timid Tony, stay in your shell. That's a good one, Savalas. Timid Tony, the inner critic, says, stay in your shell. Pam says, at a period of time, I've had to shut her down. When I'm going through some stuff, she pops back up. Yeah, because when you're at your weakest, right, those automatic thoughts take more control. And so if you're not practiced in them, if you haven't built up that muscle to combat them, then what happens is they start sounding louder. So on IG, Reshape Kimberly says, her inner critic says, what's the point? You're alone. Key people you love to pass on. So what's the use in achieving and doing? Oh, I understand that. I do understand that. Any of you who have had a loss of important people in your support structure, that can be a blow. So Kimberly, I do understand that. But we about to put that inner critic down. What's her name? Name your inner critic. We about to take her down. Doc says, nobody in your family has ever made it good from the hood, so stop playing. We about to kill that. We about to break all that up. About to break all that up. All right, let's look at some ideas about the things that we're going to replace that with. Because I've told you all, the thing about battling your inner critic and automatic thoughts is that you have to do it on multiple levels. One thing that works that I take my coaching clients through is that you have to speak it. There's power in your tongue. There's power in the spoken word. There's energy in your words. You said you felt that one? Yeah. Sylvia, I know you're on IG, but on Facebook, Savala says he really felt the one that you were saying, your example. So you have to use the power that's in your tongue. You have to speak to the thing. That's number one. There's energy in your words. Faith-based people, you understand what I'm talking about. The power of life and death is in your tongue. That's number one. Number two, how dumb do you look trying to have a fight in your head? So if the thing shows up and says in your head, you don't have any support, you'll never be anything. And then in your head, this is not happening out loud. In your head, you're going, yes, I will. I'll be something. And then you go, no, you won't. You won't ever be anything. Well, it's not true. And then no, you have to stop a thought with a statement of declaration. And I've done it before. I'll share some crazy stuff that's happened to me in Inner Critic. Kimberly says, thank you from IG. I guess I'll call the inner critic death. I cast down and rebuke the inner critic all the time. Yes, because it can be death to your dreams, death to your mindset, a positive mindset, death to your hopes, death to your purpose. You have to learn how to shut up the inner critic. And actually, thank you for that, because you, Kimberly, have put a cherry on top of the whole reason we're doing this today is because a lot of times when we get on these coaching scopes and we're talking about purpose and we're talking about following our dreams and we're talking about all these different things, I can't get you all past a certain point because your inner critic shows up and you don't believe that you're worth doing that, or you don't believe that you're deserving of that, or you don't believe this, and so I can't get you past stuck in that area till we deal with that inner critic, right? And Angela says, my inner critic says, you thought you were growing, but what do you really have to show for it? That's good. That's good. Way to claim it. Way to reclaim that. Leola says, it hurts when you lose that friend that truly cares. Yeah, Kimberly, everybody can relate to that. Your support system is so important, right? But the other thing is you can build your support system. And Kimberly, I don't know if you can see down at the bottom there, it says connect with me by sharing. Text the word release to 22999, because here's the other thing. You can also build your tribe. You're born with the tribe. You're born with family, but you can also build your tribe and build your family. So just think about it. I've moved it up so y'all can see it on IG. Text the word release to 22999. We have a thriving community they're really supportive people. Hi, Annette. Good to see you. Good morning. So let's get about the battle, shall we? First thing first, we're going to speak it. And sometimes it's just no. I was walking, there's a place that has an overlook. And I was walking one time and, I'm perfectly normal. I have no underlying dysfunctions or anything like that. I was just walking along and I heard this voice say, I'd just push you over the side. Or what if you just fell over the side? And I was like, nope, not happening. Don't know where that stupid thought came from, but I was not receiving it. And sometimes it might be something weird like that, or it might be something like your life sucks, or nobody's going to support you, or nobody's going to believe in you. It could be anything like that. And you have to just know, not true. We go back through those questions. You need a tribe. Well, join the tribe, baby. We will be here for you. I promise you. I promise you. You have to know. And then you're going to replace it, right? And then you're going to replace it. So how do we replace it? We replace it with negative talk. I'm so proud of myself. I messed up, but I learned something, right? I feel fine. Oh, your life sucks. No, I feel great. Find something that you can be grateful for. Speak that thing. I don't have this or that or this or that going on in my life. Text the word release, RELEASE. Text that word to 22999. You might not have a lot of things, but are you in shelter? Do you have a food, clothing, and shelter? Be grateful. Be grateful. What can you be grateful for? I feel happy. This is super. I'm more fortunate than most people. I feel good. I am respected by my peers. I enjoy a challenge. When things are tough, you don't have to just focus on what's tough. You know what? I thrive in challenge. I enjoy a challenge. I have a good sense of humor. Whew, I feel relaxed right now. Leola talked about getting up and feeling good, and then her inner critic showing up to try to talk some trash. No. I feel good. I feel great, right? My life is running smoothly. I'm fun to be with. What are some of these positive ones that resonate with you all? Pick out what some of these positive ones and then type it in. Life is exciting. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of uncertainty, but the thing about uncertainty is you can lean into the part that's exciting. That means things are always going to be different. Things are always going to, keep you guessing. I have friends that support me. You might not have this person anymore, but do you have other people that you can lean on? I have many good qualities. I might be working on this one, but I have good qualities. I won't give up. That's one I want you to tuck in your toolbox and always use. I will not give up. So important. I deserve the best in life. I see you, Annette. Annette's going to cling to life is good. There you go. There are two that I give you, tribe, on a regular basis, and they might sound familiar to you? I am worthy of being healthy and whole, and I am deserving of being healthy and whole. Those are two we speak over ourselves all the time. Okay, over here on IG, Kimberly's is the best is yet to come. That's a great one, Kimberly. I love it. One of my favorites. Greater is God that's in me than that of destruct. Absolutely. Great ones, great ones, great ones, great ones. Hey, babies, I'm sorry. It keeps kicking me out today. I don't know what's going on with it. Neil's is I've learned to thrive and challenge. That's a good one. Kimberly says, I'm a miracle dream achiever. Yes, I'm loving it. You better get on them. Monique says, life is exciting. I won't give up. I deserve the best in life. Yes, yes, yes. Michael says, I'm happy with the way I look and I'm fun to be with. And yes, you are. And you should be happy. Let me tell you something, Michael. One of the things that I'm going to tell you, I don't know if people tell you this, but I'll tell you because sometimes we talk well about people and we fall short of never telling people themselves. But your smile is infectious, Michael. When we see you, your smile. When you sing, he sings in our church. When you sing, your smile is infectious. Infectious. And we just love it. Angela says, my life does keep getting better and better. I will finish what I started. My other positive comeback is I may not have accomplished all I think I should, but I also have done things I never thought I could or would. Absolutely, Angela. You know what the short form of that one is? I might not be where I want to be, but I'm sure as heck not where I used to be, right? That is always a winner. Jennifer says, life is exciting. I won't give up. I'm worthy of being healthy and whole. Absolutely. Stay present and stay positive. That's a good one too. Love, love, love that. Pam says, I'm a conqueror. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what you're going to do, y'all, is I won't give up. That's a staple. I will not give up. It doesn't matter what's happening, right? I will not give up. Now, for those of pre-COVID-19, too black, too strong. Now it's ET's greatness is upon you. Yes. Yes. Empower drives greatness is upon you. I love that. I love it. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Exciting, joyful, thankful. Yes. That's right. Speak it, Reverend Wingo. Candace says, Candace, you are beautiful. God took time out to make each and every inch of you. Embrace it. And then you wink and kiss the mirror. I love it. I love it. I believe in mirror work. I'm going to tell you right now. Miss Helen says, I'm overjoyed that I'm debt free. There you go. You might not be where you want to be in one place, but I'm overjoyed in this area. I am debt free. That's beautiful. Yes, yes. So those of you that are a part of the Empowerment Tribe, I told you, I posted in there a document so that you can actually take some time this week and work it out. Here's the document PDF. Those of you who are on IG, if you will join us by going to facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. That will bring you to us. And if somebody would be a doll and scribe that into the comments for me, facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. That's how you get to us, and that's how you get to these downloadables. Or you can also text the word release to 22999. All right. But here's the downloadable, and it's just going to help you track it. You would be surprised how many times a day you got it. I'm so glad you got it, Pam. How many times a day negative thoughts will come up? Just take a moment to write them down. Now, if you're like, I can't. Now, this PDF is downloadable. So if you work on a computer all day, this might really work for you because you can upload it and then just type right into it. If that doesn't work for you, do a note in your phone. And then what you're going to do is on one side, what's the automatic negative thought that you've had? And then on the other side, what am I going to replace it with? So if you type in, I'm not good at whatever this thing is that you're trying. You might, on the positive side, say, there are many other things I'm great at. And then you can say, like, I'll keep trying. You might say, I'll keep trying. Those are the ways that you're going to combat those automatic negative thoughts. And the thing about tracking, and the reason that I'm a big proponent of either making a note and tracking how many times this happens to you, is because sometimes let me just tell you, you all are giving the devil and other stuff and people too much credit. That's not the reason why you're stuck. This inner critic, for many of you, is the reason why you're stuck. It didn't have anything to do with your mama, except for maybe your mama helped groom your inner critic. But other people no longer have control over your inner critic. Once the seed is planted and blooms, you now are the only one that can put it down, right? Thank you for doing that in Facebook and on Instagram, Monique. God bless you. You're just the best. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, Kimberly, by support of the tribe. See what I'm saying? So there's the thing. Join the group, y'all. Love to have you all over there. You now have control. The things that you're experiencing with your career, your relationships, your family, your finances, a lot of it can be overcome. A lot of it can level up once you deal with your inner critic. But if you don't even know that your inner critic's a problem, then you won't deal with that. And you'll think, well, I'm just not good with finances, or maybe I'm just not meant to be in a relationship, or blah, 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 right? And it has nothing to do with that. Nothing. It has everything to do with the fact that your inner critic keeps showing up telling you, you don't deserve this. And so you believe that hype, and then you don't go after it. When you're confident, when you believe you're worthy and deserving of something, you go full force easily. It's when you tell yourself you don't deserve it and you're not worthy of it, that's when, right? Donna says, I'm stepping out, doing things that I might be uncomfortable with, but I'm doing it anyway. I love that, because that's how we grow. I love that, Donna. And what I love about that most is that we wait to feel comfortable as a sign. We wait for that feeling of comfort to be a sign that we're doing the right thing. No, doing the right thing doesn't always feel comfortable. No, sometimes doing the right thing is going to scare the pee out of you just a little bit. You're going to pee in your pants just a little bit. I promise you, it's going to be that scary. But the piece is, something still is pulling you strongly in that direction. You just can't fight it. Yes, Pam, do it scared. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway, right? You just got to. You just have to do it. Candace says, I say that all the time. We give the enemy too much credit. It's what he wants. He wants all the attention. So shut him up. Don't give him the credit. I'm sick of messing with my people's ugly self. I can tell I'm sick of him. Yeah, he's sick of the devil. That's right. Because don't give him credit. Combat your inner critic and watch things take off. Combat your inner critic and watch things take off. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. Thank you so much for doing that, Pam. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. All right? Now, if you're committed, maybe you can't do it all week, but how many of you are committed to at least trying it for a day? Try. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. How many of you are committed to trying this at least for one day? Wow, I needed to hear that confirmation. Yeah, yes, yes. If you're willing to try this for one day, say yes, yes. We'll come back and we'll talk about it on Friday. Just track your negative automatic thinking for one day. I just want to show you the profound impact it can have. But when you're tracking it, you're going to combat it. So you're going to undo the doing. It's going to show up and say, you're not good at blah, blah, blah. And you're going to come back and say, yeah, but I'm great at other stuff. So I'm going to keep trying. All right. So if you're committed to doing this, come on, IG, wake up. Are you committed to doing this? Just one day. Track your inner critic. I'm telling you, you will thank me because you will start seeing things in your life start leveling up, start moving up. Boundaries that you thought were holding you back will not. Just because you've learned how to shut her up. Shut up that inner critic. Right? Periscope, what's up? Y'all gonna do it? Periscope. All right, I see Melanie says yes, she'll do it. Come on, IG. I need y'all's buy-in. Let's do this together. That's what the tribe is about. We do the work together. What about Periscope? I see you, Pam. All right, Pam. What about you, Reverend Wingo? Come on, y'all. What about you, APO? What about you, BB? MUS? FERCOC? Y'all got these names. More about you? Come on, y'all. Pam says, yes, yes. Pamela Gill and Pamela, both of y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Reverend Will says he's going to shut it now. Shout it out. Yes. All right. Monique says, I'm so here for it. Daryl says, yes, yes. Donna says, yes, yes. Leola says, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. We got to do the work. Tamara says, I never had got to do corporate prayer before. I was so afraid. And I was there for that. I remember that, coaching you through that, because speaking out loud is something that we're all afraid of. I do this media training with people. You would be surprised by the amount of people who are afraid of hearing their voice amplified over a microphone. And you know why? Because the inner critic shows up to tell you to shut up. And that what do you think you're doing? That's what the inner critic does. We're shutting it up. Neil's in, says yes, yes. Now, here's the thing. If you want the downloadable, make sure you go to either our Facebook group page or you on IG, you text the word release to 22999. Okay? Text the word release to 22999. And when you do that, you'll be able to get the downloadable so you can track it. Or like I said, just do it on your phone. Now, there are other things that can help. I am here to help. And I'm excited because we are rolling. The Empowerment Tribe is not playing. When I say y'all aren't playing, you are not playing. We are getting ready for our next round of group coaching. And I am so excited because the men asked for it. I had to think on it because I have done men's coaching in mixed groups, but just specifically for men's, this is great. This is going to be the first time I'm doing this for men just like this. The tools will work. Heck, y'all been coaching with me with mixed crowds, but now we're going to get down to the nitty. And so I'm excited. So the men's group kicks off tonight. If you all have not signed up, I'm just telling you, you don't want to miss out. Men, go to my website, JeanetteSmith.com. If you're connected through the text, the group text, release to 22999, I'll be sending the link out. Go to get it. Go get it. Go get it. And go get it now, because when the month of July wraps, everything goes back to regular pricing. Now, I will say this. For those of you who have been impacted by COVID, you've lost your job, or some other unforeseen thing has happened to you, reach out to me. Let's talk it through, because I might be able to help you. But that's for people explicitly with the problem related to COVID, okay? And I have to have those boundaries as we talk about boundaries, right? Because this is my work too, right? Coaching, group coaching, women's group coaching. We get together tomorrow and they're already on fire. They started ahead of the men, so they're already on fire. Men's coaching. And then those of you who are content creators, boot camp and the mastermind, I'm just so proud. The people that have been doing my mastermind, they've been growing by leaps and bounds. Monique is one of them. Cheryl Merritt is one of them. My boot campers, Neil, Sabalas, Aaron, Jennifer. I mean, you can tell the difference in the level of production quality coming on their live streams because they know that the message that's inside of them needs to come out and they want to bring all the best in the sizzle. So I'm so proud of them for getting in, doing the work. Hey, Patrick Claiborne, I see you over here on the IG. So we have help. Don't let your inner critic, yes, Daryl's in, he's in on it. We about to do it, brother. We about to do it tonight. Don't let your inner critic be the loudest voice. Do the work. We're going to do the sheet. We're going to do the exercise. We're going to come back together on Friday and we're going to talk about it. Join the tribe if you want the downloadable. Facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. You can also get it when I send out the text. Type the word release to 22999. All right. I'm excited. Now, don't forget, I'm giving away books to top sharers for the week, to those who are influencers and engagers, heavy influencers, engagers, and those who send me their dance videos. If you dance during the opens and if you dance during my countdown, and maybe you haven't done it, but you're willing to do it because you want to win a book. And if you already have a book, you know it's a blessing and you want to send it to somebody else to help them find and follow their purpose and level up. Candace says, wait, I'm not in any of these groups. I got to fix that. I've been focused on getting my lesson and getting my book done. You are? I thought you were in the Empowerment Tribe group. Okay. Well, that's easy to join. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So you can do that easily enough. All right. We have our assignment. Instagram, I'm proud of you. You came and you played today. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. I'm proud of you. You came and you played today. That's what it's about. This is how we go from good to great. Never let good be the enemy to great. Because once you settle there, good starts sliding. All right? So we're not going to do it. We are not going to do it. And as you're tracking those comments, remember, when we come back on Friday, we're going to go back through some of those questions. Like, is this helpful? Whatever this, do I even have that this is true? What would my friend think about this? We're going to go back through, right? We're going to take that second level of excavation on that. I love you all so much. Love you all. Love you all. I will see you all on Wednesday. Yes, I'll see you all on Wednesday. And before we go, boop.
Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to help empower your mind, your body, and your spirit. I hope you've enjoyed our time together as much as I have. Make sure you stay connected. Become part of the tribe, the inner circle. Text the word release to 22999 and get all the updates on events and happenings and pop-ups that I do. Let's grow this community. Bring more hearts and minds into the room. Share the streams. Join our tribe, our Facebook group, and support through products and services that'll help you continue to make better decisions for better living. Like this resource, From Dream to Reality, Navigating the Path to Your Life Purpose. This top-selling action journal has helped thousands of people find and follow their purpose. You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The link is in the post. The Empowerment Tribe is about empowering one another. So follow me on social media so I can follow you back and see what you're up to. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Periscope. Thanks again for tuning in. We are the Empowerment Tribe. Together, we are light bearers in the world. Love you to life. See you next time.